That was 5. Good. So it says consider the molecule CH2F2. We're going to consider CF4. It says draw the best Lewis structure for this molecule. It will have carbon in the center with 4 fluorines around it. And since it's a Lewis structure, and I'll label it as such, A, it must have all bonds, all atoms, and all pairs of electrons. And if you add up all the electrons in this molecule, this is what you'll find. It says label each bond angle. I'm actually going to redraw the shape of the molecule first. So I'm going to do C next. Carbon has 1, 2, 3, 4 electron groups. That means it's going to be tetrahedral. And tetrahedral has 4 positions, 1 straight up, 1 to the left, 1 out wedge to the right, and 1 back wedge to the right. That's always how we draw it in this class. And that is the only way to draw it in this class. And then we put in our atoms, like so. And draw all dipoles. Dipoles are going to be facing the fluorine. And again, we're only drawing a dipole where there is a bond. There are no pairs of electrons here, but if there was, we would not draw a dipole for it. Now I will label each bond angle. There are no pairs of electrons, so we will use the perfect 109.5. Not the less than, the perfect 109.5. And you could just note that they're all 109.5, but you could also just draw it on. And what's weird about this, and I get this, is that these angles don't all look like they're 109.5 degrees, but they are all equal. If we were to move this molecule around, we would see that these two are, it's like a little triangular pyramid with each of the 3 legs, and they would be at 109.5 degrees. So A, B, C. Is the overall molecule polar? Well, the example I'm doing has carbon with exactly the same 4 dipoles, no pair of electrons on it, and it will be polar. Now, the example that I have not done has 2 hydrogens and 2 fluorines, and when you draw it, you will see that the dipoles point in different directions and that it will be a polar molecule. And so even though there's not a pair of electrons on the central atom, the arrows pointing in different directions tell you that it will be a polar molecule.